Hey guys, this is Josh from Inside Appetite, and in this video, I'm going to talk about the top 3 insights I've discovered from Crushing It by Gary Vaynerchuk. Okay, so let's just start. Insight 1. If you sit on your butt all day and wait for things to come to you, they won't. Most people do this. We say, one day I will be a rock star. One day I will be rich. One day I will have a six-pack and a great physique. But I'm not going to do anything today, obviously. We always do this. We postpone taking some sort of action indefinitely. No, not today. I'll let my future self handle all the work because that person is smarter and wiser than I am today. 2 weeks of doing nothing later, we feel bad, we start thinking about the future, and we go, one day I will be a rockstar, one day I will. You get the idea. And the cycle continues. So think about this. What if the you from today is that future self you were referring to years ago? Why not start now? We don't need to wait for some random event to start making some changes. We don't need to wait to start doing something. We should do that today. We need to start now. Gary Vee says that 1 is greater than 0, meaning that even if you make a small step towards your goal, it's a lot better than doing nothing. Start doing something. This is the key idea here. Start doing something. This is what we need to do. So the call for action for this insight is to figure out what is the smallest step we can take in the right direction and do it as fast as possible, preferably today. Insight number 2. You are the reason why you aren't crushing it. We are in control of our lives. 90% of the reasons why we aren't having success aren't external. It's not the universe that's conspiring against us. It's not the government that keeps us down. It's not the economy. It's not Santa. It's not Peter Pan. It's not Odin. It's not Tutankhamun. Nobody else is truly holding us down. There are so many examples of people with real, huge disadvantages that have overcome them and have found the success that they have wanted. But you and I, we're playing this on easy. As long as we are healthy and have an internet connection, we're good. We can do it. We are in control of our lives, and it's time to make changes if we aren't where we want to be. We need to start taking responsibility for our success or lack thereof. So the call to action for this insight is to think of some goal that we want to achieve and list the 5 reasons why we can achieve it. So in a way, do the opposite of finding excuses. So one of my goals for the next years is to build muscle and stop being skinny, which is something that I've struggled with my whole life. And my list goes like this. 1. Others have done it even with disadvantages. So there was this guy I saw on social media that had one leg only and was ripped. So what's my excuse? 2. I know what I have to do. I'm following a plan made by a fitness expert. 3. I have the patience necessary to keep going even when results aren't obvious. I trust the process. I know that if I keep at it, results will come. 4. In my mind, I'm not a skinny person. I'm an athletic person that needs to regain weight. So this sounds like a trick, but it's really powerful. 5. I have come up with a system that is impossible to break. So now I go to the gym, and one of my favorite locations from the city, it's a mall that I usually frequent. It's on my way from work to home. It's one of my favorite places, and unless I deliberately try to sabotage myself and just pass by that gym when I'm going home after work, then there's no way I'm skipping workouts. There's no way, unless I'm sick or I don't feel well, I'm going to the gym. So with this system in place, I just guarantee success. Now, I don't need discipline to go to the gym. This is a habit. This is just something I do now. So if you want to know more about how to make systems and how to develop better habits, then check out the Atomic Habits review where I discuss this in depth. The idea here is that if we feel like we can, we are in control. Insight number 3. Now is the time to get paid for something you are going to do anyway. This is the main idea from the book. In this day and age with the internet, social media, and all this opportunity, there's no reason why you can't make a living doing something that you love and are doing for free anyway right now. And the book presents so many examples of people that have transformed their hobbies into legitimate businesses that have made their lives a lot better. And after hearing so many success stories, we feel like we can achieve the same thing because literally there's no reason why we can't. The call to action for this one is to think about all the things we are doing essentially for free and figure out how we can produce content from that. For example, I'm planning on starting a Twitch channel where I play games because I do it anyway when I'm relaxing, so why not document this? You never know how someone discovers this type of content and ends up enjoying it and consuming it. Who knows what can come out of this activity? And also, even in the worst case scenario in which absolutely nobody cares about your FIFA exhibitions or whatever you play or whatever you do, in that worst case scenario, at least you care. And in 10 years, you can look back and reminisce about the times you were doing something that you loved. And even your kids or your grandkids can look back at their parents/grandparents and can get a glimpse into what your life looked like. There's just so much opportunity. There's no downside to do this, but the upside has no limit. So to sum up the calls to action, figure out what is the smallest step we can take in the right direction and do it as fast as possible, preferably today. Think of some goal that we want to achieve and list the 5 reasons why we can achieve it. So in a way, do the opposite of finding excuses. Think about all the things we are doing essentially for free and figure out how we can produce content from that. Crushing It, great book. I recommend you read it from cover to cover and discover all of the success stories from people that have really transformed their hobbies and interests into legitimate businesses. Also check out Gary V's videos on YouTube. They are excellent and very, very great motivators to start doing something and stop being lazy and start taking responsibility for your lack of success. If you liked this video, then consider subscribing and turning the bell button on to be notified when I post something new. And to sum up, just try and go for it.